So one thing we're going to do right now is our technical warm-up is what I refer to it as. Can I get four little people, to go stand on a cone with a ball, please? One right there, one right here, right here, right here. One here, one there, one here. Over here, girls over here. I know, what's your name? Gracie, that's right, Gracie here. Okay, right away, my players, when I come out, I say, all right, everybody, get into your toe touches. So, this is what we call our toe touches. Kids, what I want to see right away is you're going to go as fast as you can. Okay, you're going to touch the ball, but you don't want it to move. So it's going to look like this. All right? Ready, and go. Keep going, keep going,
This
keep
is
going.
a beginning warm-up?
Yes, this is a beginning warm-up. All right, right away, stop for a second. This teaches them a couple things while they're warming up. Number one, you're going to see a lot of kids going like this when they are jogging. This takes care of that. And it incorporates the ball. As maybe insignificant as some people think it is, being able to touch this ball without it rolling is somewhat difficult for kids. So the more they do this, the softer they are with their feet, and the more they're able to manipulate the ball when they get older. So if we look at the different ages here, the more they practice this, the more they're going to get accustomed to touching the ball. Another thing that we want to focus on throughout the entire practice session is the amount of touches the kids have on a ball. When our kids leave practice, they've touched it, at least within an hour, they've touched it 400, 500 times. We really don't have lines, and it starts with the warm-up. Incorporating one ball per player in a warm-up is very effective. So I'm going to have you do it again. Ready, and go. All right, thank you. Now, as they've gotten warmed up, you're going to advance this. Back up a little bit, back up a little bit, back up a little bit. All right, so you see this cone, kids? I want you to go in a circle doing the same thing. Now, this is going to start to be a little bit more difficult. So if we're starting with a beginner player, it's okay for them to go like this. Right? You can walk around it using the bottom of your foot. The more advanced players, can you back up for a second? Can start to do it going like that. Adapt it to the players that you have. Can we try and go around it in a circle facing forward? You don't have to jump it, you can walk it. All right, let's see what you can do. Go ahead. Walk it, walk it, walk it. There you go, walk it across, walk it. There you go. Keep going. All right, so right away we start off with her not really being able to comfortable, and she's gotten comfortable within 2 minutes being able to manipulate the ball. So we go from the bottom of the foot to the sides of the feet. We're going to look at the cone here. Now, we start off in a walking pace using the outside of your foot. This is your center marker. What's your name, hon? What's that again? Sophia. This is where your center marker is. So can you come stand right behind your cone, right in front of me? Okay. With youth players, this is all we have them do. They go 1, 2, bring it back, walk it back. 1, 2, bring it back. 1, 2, bring it back. The more advanced player is going to go a little bit faster. Adapt it to the players that you have. Ready? We're going to try and do, remember, 2 touches, stand behind your cone with the ball. You're going to use the outside of your foot, bring it back to the middle, and then use the outside foot of the other foot. Ready? Go. Bring it back to the middle.
Good job. Bring it right back to the middle.
Outside of the foot only. Bring it back to the middle. Outside of the foot. Okay, now stop. When we incorporate technical parts into practice, it's not easy. It's difficult. It's a lot easier for kids to show up to practice and shoot the ball into the goal 100 times. We don't want them doing that. A lot of what you're seeing right now is we're trying to train their minds. It's muscle memory, their minds and their bodies together. And the more kids can do this, bring it back. It doesn't even need to be fast. Bring it back. bring it back, they will get more comfortable with it. So now, ready? We're going to try and combine the two together. Can you give me toe touches? Ball, your foot on top of the ball. Ready? Go. All right, freeze. Outside of the foot only. Good. There we go. Bring it back to the middle. Good. Bring it back to the middle. Bring it back to. All right, toe touches. Keep going. Keep going. All right, and freeze. As we get to more advanced players, who considers themselves to be a pretty advanced player? Where's Josh? Is Josh here?
Over there.
Josh, come here. Can you stand by? Yeah, take your ball. Stand over there. So if I ask Josh to do your toe touches, go around the cone forward. While you're doing that, go around the cone. Circle the cone. All right, when you get back to the middle, go outside of the foot. Come back in the middle. Outside of the foot. Come back to the middle. Outside of the foot. Come back to the middle. When you start to combine this, Josh has been doing this for some time now, when you start to combine the different movements, it starts to show itself in the games. When kids are coming, as opposed to them stopping the ball and doing something like this, you'll start to see them do something as simple as that. It's got to be trained throughout the practice session, and the best time to do it is in the warm-up. If you've seen their knees have been up, they've had to go side to side, all of those things have been incorporated. Any questions when it comes to those maneuvers? All right, the next thing is, how do we engage both sides? Thanks, Josh. We're going to have one ball. Gracie, you've got a ball. And what's your name? Caitlin's got a ball. What's going to happen now is, Nora, you're going to come here. Caitlin's going to play you a softball. Play it to me. You're going to play it back to her. You're going to come back. You're going to go back again. Yeah, ball. Then again. Play it back to her. Ball. Play it back to her. You're going to ask her to do it right foot 3 times, left foot 3 times. So she's working both. Nora, let's give it a shot. Ready? Remember to ask for the ball. Go ahead. Jog backwards, jog backwards. Now, Nora, what I'm going to ask you to do is when you get there, I'm going to ask you to freeze. Okay? Go ahead. All right, freeze. One thing I want to focus on Nora with when it comes to passing is simply just having her use the inside of her foot. It's really not about the pace of her pass. It's not about how clean she gets it back. It's that she starts to understand that she's got to use the inside of her foot to pass. So, Nora, when you come here, I just want you to try and touch the ball with the inside of your foot and then jog back. Can you try that for me? All right, jog back. Ready, and let's try it. Inside of your foot. Get there. All right, so this is a great exercise for a coaching point. Come here for a second, Nora. I was going to get into this when we get into coaching in the game, but there is a method that coaches use to correct a player, which I'll get into now because it's necessary. We always want to stop when we recognize something is wrong. Okay, we've got to the difficulty with coaches identifying what's wrong. In this situation, she used the outside of her foot. So you want to freeze the moment where she made the mistake. So Nora was here, and Nora used the outside of her foot. Nora, I want you to put your left foot next to the ball. Left foot, there you go. And I want you to use this part of your foot. This is the inside of your foot. Okay, and I want you to play it back to her. Go ahead. Okay, come back. And the inside of that foot, back to her. Go ahead. Alright, perfect. Give her a hand. Alright, so now she has rehearsed it with success. Just so that she's more confident, we're going to do it again. Alright, I want to see you do it again. Okay, so jog back. I'm going to freeze you when you get here, though, okay? Let's go. Freeze. Play the ball inside of your foot. All right, we're going to try it again. Nora, I want you to use this part. Can you point to the inside of your foot? All right. Clear the ball. Play with the inside of your foot. There you go. You want to be consistent with that type of process. Whenever you're stopping the game, you know, we watch a lot of different sports practice and we can see coaches say, hey, you should have done this. Stop it. Paint a picture for the kid, and if it takes that much time to explain it to them, that's okay. Don't get frustrated. Be patient with them.
Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
One of the things I want to add is that it's critical that the coach be able to identify what the problem is and fix it, and it's really important for the player to be able to see it as well. So in this situation, when Coach M stopped her and he finally pointed to the inside of her foot, showed her exactly what he wanted, and then got her to do it, that was great. But he noticed it again when he had her go live the second time, and he had to stop it again. And it's really easy to get kids into a drill just for the sake of getting them into a drill, rather than getting them into a drill so that they're getting every touch right. And it takes a long time. And coaching young kids, it takes even longer. But when you make those stoppages and you have them do it right again and again, the expectation is going to be set that you're not just doing a drill for the sake of the drill. You're doing the drill because touching with the inside of your foot makes a difference. And they need to understand that when you're asking them to play with the inside of the foot, they've got to be able to do it. Otherwise, they're going to get stopped and they're going to have to come back and do it again. So it takes a while to train these drills early on, and eventually kids will start to pick up on it and they'll get better, and the drills will run smoother time after time.
If we were to incorporate what we just did with Sophia on Monday, we were to do it again on Wednesday, I guarantee you the following Monday she comes back, she's going to be able to do that consistently. She's just never done it before. It's up to you guys and us to make sure that we don't let moments like that pass by without correcting, without helping. All right, Sophia, I want you to try one more time. Back up, hon.
Yeah.
Let's go. I want to see you do it. One more time with the inside of your foot. Before we start, Sophia, can you point to the inside of your foot, please? That's the outside. That's the inside. Ready? Go. Player. Inside of your foot. Now, I'm stopping this a lot so I can make coaching points. I would make her do it probably 10 more times before, and I make her use both feet. What's your name, hon? Sophia. Is that you, Sophia's?
No.
No, I'm sorry. What was your name? Nora. My fault. Why did you stop me so much? My name is Nora. All right, Sophia, you're going to try it, okay? Ready? Go. Play the ball, Gracie. Inside of the foot, jog back. Do it again, one more time. Good. And back. Now I want you to use your left foot. Go. All right, there we go. This is something that we would have put on top of each other. So she would have started by doing toe touches, toe touches, toe touches, go side to side, and then they would have gone into the passing without ever really stopping, unless you're going to stop them to make a coaching point. You may have to do that the first couple weeks, but into the third week of your warm-up, you're going to realize when you say, all right, I want to see toe touches, kids start bouncing. Side to side, start going side to side. All right, now get rid of the ball, let's pass and move. And they'll understand that. And it's also important that you keep the vocabulary the same. My kids know what yo means, they know what hey means, they know the moves that are associated with all the different words that I use, and that's just more to have fun. You want to say, you know, we're going to do the SAA. That means toe touches. Whatever you come up with is fine, as long as everyone's on the same page. Are there any questions in regards to that? Typically, you're going to be doing this between 5 and 10 minutes, non-stop. You may have kids substituting so that they have little breaks, but it really doesn't need to be more than that if they're constantly moving with the ball. And one thing that it also does, as soon as kids come to practice, they're engaged. I had a coach that told me, you know what, the first kid shows up, I'm there with him doing it. Next kid comes up, I step out of the way, all right, you two go. Until everybody's there, and by the time everyone's there, you go for about 5 more minutes and everyone's pretty much warmed up, ready to go. So you don't always have to wait for everyone to show up. You can have kids engaged right off the bat. Sound good? All right, let's move over to the dribbling exercise that we set up over there.